Song for someone. Buzz delivering his challenge in the green jacket though. Goshen on the left behind those in third. Guard Your Dreams is running on behind those. The final flight coming up. Buzz jaws alongside Song for Someone. They get over the last together. Guard Your Dreams is closing on them in third position. Buzz asks for his effort late in the race now by Nico de Boinville. Settled it quickly, wins it by about 3. Buzz wins, second place for Song for Someone.
Well, that was Nicky's idea to go to that race. There were so many options for him. He was obviously really fit from that Cesarewitch. But I remember the night before worrying about the ground because it was dry like it has been recently now this year, and the ground was probably just on the quicker side. But he was so well. I remember Reggie saying, who rides him every day, saying to me that he had done the best piece of work he'd ever done with Epatante. And we had to run him. And he said he wins. He's so confident, which we were always nervous, weren't we? But yeah, it was a really, really special day.
What he loves to do is to find races where they go a good gallop, and then they come. You ride him with a bit of restraint, and then they come back to. As much as he'll quicken up, he loves horses to come back to him, and then this is good. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. As he passes one, passes two, and he gets there. He's a lovely horse. He's a grumpy old sod in the stable, but that's about the only bad thing you can say about him.
Yeah, it's a great day. I'd like to say, Reggie has been a very big part of his life. He's never been separated from him. So you and Reggie have been a unit, haven't you? But Reggie and everyone at Henderson's have been marvellous in his recuperation. Marvellous. I mean, it's been attention to detail, love and attention, and that's how we've got here now.
Well, yeah, so he won obviously at Ascot, and that was brilliant because he did it so easily, really. And then he became could be a next stayers hurdle horse and was going to run in the long walk, and everything was going according to plan. And it's just one of those freak things. But we were lucky he was at home, and as Dad says, everyone at Nicky Henderson's was just incredible, weren't they? He's been here with Greta and Matt for just over a month now, 2 months now. And he's been doing this light work just to build up his muscle because obviously he's had this bad injury. But he's enjoying it, he's loving it, he's very good. Greta's been great, and it's been great to see him.
No, it's nice to see 2 stars together. Greta's a 5-star rider now, and he's a star as far as we're concerned, as you can imagine.
Buzz came in to start his rehab after his injury. Firstly, when he came, he hadn't started any form of ridden work, so my first mission was to get back on him. And then Matt here also helps with some of the ridden work. He gets quite keen when he goes out on the hills, so I let Matt take the reins for that one.
Yeah, it's like you say, Greta's crash test dummy slightly. He's just, he's an awful lot of horse there to be taking up the valleys, and everything's a gallop if you're Buzz. So it was quite interesting first time out in the open. He was ears pricked and ready to go. So I've done a few racehorses in my time, so we're just sort of split the difference, and Greta does a lot of the work on the ground and on the flat work in here, and I do a lot more out in the open where I have to hold on tight. Yeah,
I mean, I've done a lot of the schooling work. Kind of one massive important thing for him was, because of the injury, is to build up that muscle on that leg, and so because we had to start the work slowly, we did quite a lot of it in here in the arena, just getting it a lot stronger, a lot of strengthening work, getting him to use the muscles again that he hasn't been using in a long time. And the same as you see, we've done a lot of pole work because that just helps getting the hips moving and all the joints moving, gets the muscles working, to encourage them to build up as evenly as possible. And that's been kind of the main focus on our work, is to just get him as strong as possible, using everything equally again, so that hopefully when the time comes that he will be able to do the faster work, that he is as equal as possible and able to be as strong as possible.
Yeah, I think the ultimate thing with the thoroughbreds is they do have that. They've got that extra gear to them. They are real athletes, true sort of, But I find their trainability is brilliant as well. You know, you can show a warm blood or a sports horse something 4 or 5 times, and it might twig on the 5th. With the thoroughbreds, it's very much sort of, they've seen it once, they've seen it 100 times. They are lovely animals to work with.
You know, with an injury like his, I think he would tell us if he wasn't happy about working, and we've had no sign of that at the moment. Everything we've kind of put at him, he's taken on like a champ. So yeah, he's been a brilliant horse to have on the yard.
It's been a long walk. Yeah. It's been a long trip back, but we're hopeful we're going to get there. But having said that, we won't do it unless he tells us that he's going the right way.
He's come a long way. He's got a long way to go, and we'll keep monitoring. And then, you know, there's a lot of work still to be done, and a lot of decisions still to be made.
He's a happy horse, and that's all that matters. And we'll see.